Hello, welcome to Docs Talks, Ep.3. Oh man, has it been a week already? Has it been a week? Jeez, it's this entire week super good, guys. How are you? Like, tell me what the frick is going on? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, from the title of the video, you know what we're gonna be talking about. So sit back, relax, do some do some like art, do your homework, do some study, just like cook maybe, just a little cook. Also take a beverage of your choosing because right now I got coffee, so mm, don't mind me drinking that throughout this little little talk. So what we're going to talk about today is a topic I really wanted to do, and was suggested by someone like that's someone I know, but it's like self improvement anyway, and like self help, kind of self health, like not just saying that kind of stuff because it is. I find it to be so important, really, because yeah, I had an example there. Where did it go? Oh yeah, it's like your mental health is just so important. I say more important than your physical health, but like okay, there's a little bit of leeway there. If you're like I don't know, a skeleton, really, like your physical health would probably be a little bit more important than your mental health. But like you could be like the strongest, most fittest person on earth with like the biggest muscles, and you could lift cars or something, but your mental health could just be terrible. You could have like a terrible mindset and like outlook on life, and you could be doubting yourself. So your mental health, for me anyway, is just so important, so important for you. And like so that's what we're going to discuss about today. Also, disclaimer: I am no expert, so don't take my advice and words for like the 100% truth. I know the doctor can be a bit misleading, but I swear, this is just me rambling. So you know. Mm-mm-mm. I'll talk about coffee someday too. Coffee's just really good. Also, I might yawn throughout this because I'm tired. It's from this day. So okay, I don't really know where to start, so I'm just going to start talking. I think the most important thing really here is just do what you love, and don't do what everyone else is doing, because if you follow the crowd and you just keep following, you're not going to do anything like for you. If you keep following others, then like what are you going to do for yourself, really? So it's 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 just kind of saying that, like, just you don't have to follow the crowd all the time. Just go out and do your own stuff, really, because that's another big important thing is you do it for yourself. Like this is probably like quite good advice that like someone's given me. It's just like don't do it for others. Don't do it for like don't do it for those people. Do it for yourself. Get better for yourself, because like no, like okay, I'm just going to bit of a side note here. I think I said this in the last video, but like yes, I'm a very caring person, that I would put others before myself. Which yeah, like I'm trying to get a little bit better at. Maybe like maybe put myself a little bit closer up. But like yes, like I think that's just me in general. So like I would put others like before myself in most cases, because that's just how I am in most of the time anyway. So 1 second. That's really good. But there. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, like I think I remember saying this before to someone who was going through like a rough patch, but like it's more or less up to you, like how you want to get help, and from others, like, but like, you gotta do it for yourself, and you gotta take care of your own little ecosystem, and your own little world, because if you're too busy helping someone else's, then who's going to look after your own? Where did I hear that before? Anyway, but you have to look after yourself too. And like, I remember saying to someone that I will do whatever I can in my power to help you, but I will not hold your hand through it all, or I will not like carry you through it all, because when it's all over, will you be able to walk by yourself? Really, that's kind of like the sense of what I did there. So like, I don't want people to come like super dependent on someone for their like mental physical needs, because that's up to you to be kind of doing that, really. So like this kind of like the my approach to this kind of self-help kind of self-improvement kind of thing. Another nice sip of coffee. I love it so much. So good. Oh my god. Have to talk about coffee someday, because coffee is just it's the best thing to ever come out of humanity. Honestly, it is. But okay, this is my own, I'm gonna go off on like a tangent on my own personal experience throughout. Like this week has been like the best week that I've ever had, really. Well, past few days I've been feeling just like honestly amazing for this kind of stuff. So yeah, I got a whiteboard recently. Where to go? There it is. But like, I got a whiteboard and stuff where like I could write down my to-do list, because setting the goals throughout the day, like like in the morning, like set like 3 goals, and you do those goals, and it's just like just taking those goals off can give you such motivation, such like so much like self-worth, and you feel better about yourself. It releases dopamine or something, but you feel good about yourself, because like some of the stuff that I wrote down, like I got like kind of I broke it up in like 2 bits, where I have like top things I want to do. Like top things might take like more than just a day or so. But like for my top one, it was recording the speed paint and doing the audio, and also like do some artwork. And then like for my other things would be like a this was like for over the weekend would be, excuse me, like do half your homework on like Saturday and bit of study, and then Sunday do the next half and do a little bit of study, and just taking those things off just gives me such a satisfaction. It's so good. And then like I might have like, oh, go for a walk, and then maybe do some baking as well, because that's another big thing I want to like try and like work up towards. Like even just like doing a little bit of baking is so good for yourself. I mean, like me personally, I love baking. Like I used to bake a lot when I was younger. Like I made Victoria sponges like every second day. Oh, they're the best. Not to brag, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Yeah, I love making those. Like me and well, me and my mother kind of helped a good bit there. We made shortbread together. It was really nice. And like I love helping out in that kind of sense. But like man, I love shortbread. Shortbread's really good. Also, like, coffee. Yeah, man. So baking is just I love baking. But like experience I had like things like Friday, I had to make dinner for myself and my brothers, and it was simple. It was like carbonara, just like cook rashers, pasta, and like get get the sauce, put in like those bacon like trays, whatever, sprinkle cheese on it, and then cook it in the oven for about like what 20 minutes. Very very simple, but I was dreading it. I was like, no, I want to do something else other than make dinner and all that stuff. But music, music does help like tremendously. I love listening to music. I absolutely love it. No swears, no swears in this chat, in this holy Christian server, whatever channel. No swear words. I I swear to fucking God, I will not swear. but like I was dreading just even just the thought of making dinner and just devoting so much time to it. I was like, oh, but I could be doing something else. But having music in the background was it boosted my confidence like so much. I got into the rhythm of it. I found it so good. Like, yeah, I dance. Yeah, okay. Of course I dance. I dance when no one's watching. No, screw that. I'm not gonna dance when people are around, especially when I'm making dinner. But oh, it was so nice. I was so happy during that kind of just that little moment of time. Just me making dinner. Ah, oh, it was really good. It paid off. Everyone didn't get food poisoning, so that's a win, right? Right, right, yeah. Mm. Yeah, super good. But yeah, dinner was good. Yeah, not to brag again. I really shouldn't be doing this. But anyway, but even like just okay, back to the whiteboard. Like just setting yourself like goals, like kind of like big goals and then like small goals that you can like probably do in a day. So when I took off like walking, I did walking today, and what else did I do? Oh yeah, I have like just play a video game. Yeah, that's pretty simple enough. Like Among Us, Among Us, good game. I should probably talk about games in another chat, but man, Among Us pretty good. Also, like along with like Team Fortress 2 or Minecraft or Terraria or Starbound, all those games, they're probably like my go-to games at this in this time. But like, yeah, they're just taking time to do this, taking time just for yourself. But you might be wondering, oh well, why you like set yourself goals for the day? Then when you do those, then what you do? So like I might just have like 3 goals to do for like the day, whether that be like walking, like maybe making myself a nice breakfast, or go playing a game, going outside, or like do some homework. Once I have those done, those things I like set myself out to do, like then in whatever spare time I have, just do whatever you want. Like I don't have to be like constrained to like the whiteboard to do anything, because it was a real problem like for like a good while. I would procrastinate immensely. I procrastinate a lot. It wasn't very good. I would like spend hours on like YouTube and like Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. It just wasn't very good for me because I was wasting time, and I knew it. I knew I was just wasting time for myself, but I didn't do anything about it. So literally, like, on Friday, it was Thursday, I was had like the connection to like I want to get better at this. I want to just be a little bit more motivated. I want to change my mood. So, that's good. But yeah, I want to change my mood, like for the better, not just for not for anyone else, but for myself. And that's like the thing that I want people to go away from this video for. Don't do it for others, but maybe if you want, if it makes it easier for you, but do it for yourself. Get better for yourself. I mean, like people are at all different stages at like their mental health and things like that, and I can understand when things can be difficult, like they think like things out of your control, like other people, like siblings or something. Like, those things are out of your control, and that's something we just have to deal with. And also like where you live, or like family status or something, like all those factors play a role in how well you can just perform, like getting well just for yourself, because those things just add like just pressure, they things onto like things, something that's already hard to do. So like I can completely understand this. If this video like if you take nothing away from it, it's like, wow, that was a waste of time. eh, like it's fine. Like this is just me talking about like what works for me. This works for me like tremendously, and my mood has changed like drastically, like good in a good way, because like just like last like 2020. Let me rephrase that. Like last year and a half have been tough, have been a bit hard. We'll just say that. And like this is just a very nice change of mood, I must say. It's just very nice to just feel, just not have to worry about stuff, because like worrying can be disastrous. Like me, my overactive imagination, I assume the worst of every bad thing, saying, "Oh no, what if this happens or this happens?" And I just had to catch myself doing that, and say, "Well, Doc, slow down and take a breather and just think about it." Okay. Really, it's just spotting when you're feeling down, or when you're procrastinating, or when you're feeling just a bit sad, or like feeling like the whole world is against you. Just catching yourself like doing that, and say, just kind of just take a step back and just try and get yourself out of that mindset. And I know it can be difficult and all, but like just even just like noticing when like, oh, this is having a negative effect, negative impact on me. Like, can I change it? And it's just that. And when you just kind of think about it, process it, like, and that's how I kind of deal with like the problems that like arise for me. Like, okay, like I'm gonna like really stereotype things here now, and this kind of just like a bit out there, but women, girls, they, what's it called? They would talk about their feelings more than men, all right, and lads. Would I be wrong? Would I be wrong saying that? You sure? Surely I'm not. Like, girls, they can talk about anything, really, like anything. Oh, Johnny broke up with me. What a fucking cunt. No, bad words, bad words. I guess that's just society, and all that stuff. Like for me, like, yeah, like I can get a bit emotional about some stuff, but like I wouldn't really show it too well. So I guess it's just like I've gotten a little bit better at it. I'll just say that I've gotten a little bit better at like just kind of processing these kind of emotions a little bit better, and just noticing when that, hey, this isn't a very good emotion. It's not very pleasant. Take a step back and just view it, because like that to me is just very important. But like I took a walk today, and it was nice. It was a nice day outside. Wasn't stormy or rainy, but it was nice. It was nice and sunny. Bit windy though, but it was grand. So I only went for about half an hour walk. So like I'm very privileged. I'm very grateful for where I live. I live out on the countryside, not too close to any towns or anything. So there isn't much noise, far from like farmers and tractors and like what chainsaws and like gunshots in the distance for scaring crows. But it's very quiet where I live, and like there's a river that kind of a small stream that goes just not too far from where I live, and I love going down there and going for walks. So one sec. Lovely. So what I did for today was that I went off for that walk, and me going to the spot and then turning back. I would listen to music all throughout that. Then on the way back home, I would turn off music, turn off like mobile data, and just listen out. And it was nice, because I started thinking about what am I going to talk for, like what am I going to say for these talks, and how like what kind of points can I bring up, and like, are these points going to help someone, or like are these points going to have a nice impact on someone, or like I was thinking about that, like all the way down to all the way back home, and it was nice, and even during this art piece, I didn't have any music on because I wanted my full attention on the piece itself and what I wanted to portray and like say. Like I'll talk about it more towards like the maybe like later on because I want to talk about something else. But like in my artwork, like I do hide like little details. It's like little subtle details to things, because like I express myself like a lot through my art, and like usually I want people to like to notice these little things in it that like if someone points them out, I'm like, oh my god, you noticed that? You noticed that? And like I get butterflies, and I was like, oh my god, like, this someone took the time to like actually just look at my art, look at all the little details and any references that I make, and say, oh my god, he's talking about that, and this means this, and oh, I recognize that from before, and that gives me such a satisfaction that someone would take time just to really look at my art and like try to fully understand the message. One sec. Man, almost out of coffee, but like, I probably won't like share all the little details that I do in my art like regularly, but like a few of my old pieces, like not too long ago, like I think I remember it was like, oh yeah, it was like this I think it was like a prism or something. It's like with light shining, like light breaking in it. And I sent that, and I told someone like, oh, why don't you brighten it up, and you showed all this code and everything, and it was a nice little treasure hunt for that person. And like that person, I still know today. They're a very very good friend of mine, and like he, great guy. Honestly, I don't know if he even watches these videos, but he's good. He would always look at my art and say, oh, I know what you're doing there, and oh, I know what that code means. So like back in the earlier days of Dr. Animator, I have Crafter Code. It was just a series. It was my own little alphabet, and like I still use it today. Like if you ever spot any symbols from it, but like the symbol I use regularly is, I might have to bleep this out, but yeah, I won't say it. I won't say it for now. The thing I love saying is that's for me to know and you to find out. Oh, I love saying that. Oh god, no. So good. God damn, I love coffee. So glad I changed. And also, like, oh yeah, speaking of coffee, just for like a quick second, like I drank Monster by like the bucket loads, and let me tell you, I grew a tolerance to it. Like, I really did. I had Monster almost every day. Wasn't good for me, but coffee isn't exactly like healthier, but it's an improvement. It's okay. It's a solid improvement to Monster. I'll give it that. And like, I love mochas. Mochas are really good. I think I'll switch to cappuccino though, something a little bit stronger, or whatever is like up from a, mocha. I don't know, but like even cutting out like things in your life that like that can bring negativity or like that kind of thing. Like for me, it was just cutting out Monster, because for one, I was spending a bit too much money every day, and they're piling up. Like, it just kind of wasn't like an eyesore almost, and to me, it's like, maybe this Monster just isn't the best for me. So like, I've been free of Monster for about a month now. Like maybe occasionally, like maybe if like a I don't know a nice enough flavor comes out, I might try that. I might have one like maybe like randomly, like the odd time, as a treat, as a treat. But just taking out Monster from my diet because I used to drink that like late enough at night, and it just wasn't very good for me. So like just taking out Monster it was a good move, but I don't know, can't miss it. And like that's another thing. Like, taking out things that like that you know that like are bad or like you're almost addicted to it. You know, whether that be like I don't know, smoking, alcohol, um, what's it called, not eating, like bad stuff, like, or like just taking medication or like doing drugs. Like those things, they will have a negative impact on you. Like that's one of the reasons why, like for one, like I chose to be a pioneer because I wanted to do it for myself. I said it in the last video. So like, hey, I don't want to smoke or drink or do drugs or anything like that for the rest of my life, and I will stand by that because alcohol, is I don't want it. To be honest with you, I just don't really want it. It'll probably bring out the bad in me or something, or it's just a negative stimulus. Okay, and don't get me wrong. I've got no problem with it. Like if you enjoy it, sure as hell, like go for it, go for it. As long as you're like legal age and all, and you're not like overindulgent in it, or like not like super dependent on it. For like the drink once or twice, like it's fine. It's fine. I don't have a problem with that. If people like want like have like I don't know a wine for during the evening or something, I don't know, it's fine. Moving on. But oh yeah, I don't know if anyone but like Una's Honest was it was so good. I cannot put into words how good it was. I'll talk about this probably talk about this more in depth in a different video, but I just want to quickly touch on it. Could hear my talking points for some reason. But Una's Honest, damn, that was what a good fucking idea. It was incredible. Like, true, I wasn't there for like most videos. Like, I might like check in like once or twice a good bit. But like, man, I wish I watched more videos because like it's all gone now. It's all gone. But like, and like that's good. And okay, yeah, there's a few uploads, but like they were taken down, surely enough. But it was such, I don't know how to explain it. It was such a good experience. Mark and Ethan, Amy, and all the crew, what a good job. Like, honestly, the commitment, like the skill, the ideas, everything. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. It hadn't been done, but like I can't explain it. And I wish I was there for like the official like live stream, the countdown. It was late. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was too tired. I tried sleeping for an hour. Then I woke up at like 12. I was like, darn, I missed it. And that's okay. It's okay that I missed it. It's fine. It's all over. It doesn't matter anymore. It really doesn't. It would be nice if I got merch or something, but it doesn't matter. Like, it's gone. It's over. Done. Poof. Gone. Anyway. Almost out of coffee. One mouthful left. But damn. And that's like that kind of almost inspired me to do like it's important to spend your life like almost as like it's your last or something. It's so important to like just take your time and like don't take seconds for granted because they keep ticking away. I look at my clock and it's like, oh, it's only that time. 5 minutes later, it's like, oh, it's not stopping. It's just going to stay going and going and going and going and going until I die. But let's not talk about death. Before this video goes on too long, I've been talking about like a half an hour now, but I'll explain the art piece. Just kind of quickly brush over it. Like back in like March or something, that was like kind of a low point for me, really. So like I won't get too deep into it, but like you could see it in my art, especially on like Instagram was where I was mainly posting art for like that good while. But what I was really doing was like on Doc's hands or something, there's like this black darkness. It's kind of this goo that would slowly creep up his hand onto like the rest of his body. And I was like, ooh, I might just do this for like a good few things and see if anyone notices. No one noticed. No one pointed it out. I was a little bit taken aback from it. I was like, is no one going to point this out, saying like, wait, what's that crawling up Doc's hand? And I even like specifically called it out in like a very rushed comic like kind of style thing where evil Doc was like super big and was like, oh, you couldn't let go, no, even when it was crawling up your own arm, the sickness, that kind of thing. But that's all passed over. That was like the pinnacle of it. That's where like the goo stopped. The goo stopped showing on the outside. Anyway, so like the whole premise of this art piece was like just cleaning out the bad stuff, taking it all out, and just getting rid of it, getting rid of all that negativity, cleansing. Guys, I swear I'm not a cult leader. I'm not a cult. Just cleanse yourself. I'm not a cult. I swear I'm not a cult leader. I swear. Honestly, please don't call like the Exorcist on me. I swear, guys. I swear. But like, it's just like the little details in like the art piece above, or what's going on. Like, I even have like Tara outside the window, looking like very concerned in a Doc. But she's just there on the outside looking in. Me taking care of myself, that kind of thing. Copy's all gone. Darn. Yeah, it was good while it lasted. Haven't been on since. But like, it's so good to do this. But yeah, I don't do event arts very often, or like even show them. But like, it's what my therapist said. Like maybe just like having a character representing this kind of like this sickness or something. But like I kind of took like a different approach to that. But art is just my way of expressing my feelings or my thoughts like about like, either myself or the world. And like, it's so important to me to express something that I have either going on in my life or I want to talk about. Like, that's what like a lot of my art pieces actually are. Some of them are like events in disguise, basically, where like it's just not exactly shown, but it's just like the small details and like just the deeper meaning that I do a lot in my art. That like, like maybe sometimes I'll do something like randomly or like that doesn't really have any meaning to it, but like a lot of the time, a lot of my artwork does have a good bit of meaning towards it, and just it's but it's like no one really like notices or points it out. So I was like, well, why do I bother do it? But I will continue to do it. Maybe someone will point it out or notice it. But don't worry about me. I'm feeling much better. This whole system that I got going on here for myself is really working for me. And you can either take this advice or not, but like it works for me. Yeah, I find it helps me a lot. And honestly, the people in my life who helped me, I'll be forever grateful and forever at their service in that kind of sense. But also, like an odd detail, I always have clocks at 7 o'clock for some reason. Anyway, guys, this video has been gone on long enough. I'm sure you're bored of me talking about this. Next week, I don't know what I'm going to do next week. Let me see my long, extensive list. You know what? Like, if there's something that you really want, like, me to talk about, like, don't be afraid to, like, I don't know, put in the comments. Man, I sound like a real YouTuber now, don't I? Guys, make sure you like and subscribe. But like, oh, I do want to get like guests on this for like even like this like a fun kind of podcast talk thing. Those can go on for like hours. I don't know if I'm prepared for that, but if there's anything you want, like if there's any topic you want my like opinion on, like do say so. But next week, I might talk about music or animation, or how to fake your own death, because why not? Why not? Why not? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Docs Talks. And look, either you take my advice or not, or this was complete like boulder dash, like, whatever the other word, gibberish to you, then hey, listen to me ramble is good enough, right? But like, again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next Docs Talks, where we talk about whatever I want to talk about. Exactly. Anyway, see ya. Slán go fóill. Yeah, I'm Irish, by the way. See ya.